Tonight I want to bring you the story of Vanessa Morales. Vanessa has been missing since December 2nd of 2019 from Ansonia, Connecticut. She was just a little bit over 1 year old whenever she went missing. There was an update article on December 2nd reminding us that she still has not been found. Even with the update article, though, social media and other platforms have been rather quiet about her disappearance. So I wanted to bring her face out and show her pictures so that people are reminded to continue to look for her. Police believe that she is still alive and that she could be out there somewhere. They have no evidence to show that she is deceased. Please help to share her story, share her video, and get her name out there. This is an age-enhanced photograph of Vanessa at 2.5 years old. Vanessa would be 3 now as of September. However, this gives us a better idea of what she may look like now. Police released an Amber Alert about Vanessa's disappearance. It simply says, if you have any information on the whereabouts of Vanessa, please contact the Ansonia Police Department at 203-735-1885 or the FBI at 1-800-225-5324. Vanessa was last seen in Ansonia, Connecticut on November 29th. She lived there with her mother, Christine Holloway. On December 2nd, Christine didn't show up for work, and no one was able to get in touch with her. Her concerned boss called the police for a welfare check. They found her body dead in the bathroom. She had been beaten to death, and there was no sign of Vanessa. Vanessa's father has been accused of murdering Christine. Within 2 weeks of her death, he was named the main suspect, and in February, he was arrested and charged with the murder and evidence tampering in her case. He has not been charged in connection with his daughter's disappearance, however. Jose has maintained since 2019 that he was not involved. He denies any involvement, saying that there were 2 men that rushed the bathroom and knocked him out. He was under the influence of PCP at the time, and he had tried to call 911, but there was nothing he could do. The next thing he remembered was driving home to his residence in New Haven, Connecticut. There was a call placed to 911 from Jose's phone at 1:52 p.m. on December 1st. It pinged off the tower 1 street over from Christine's house. During that call, a slurred male voice said Myrtle Avenue, but didn't give an exact address, even after the dispatcher asked multiple times. When the audio recording was enhanced, a female voice could be heard in the background saying, "Stop, hang up, who are you calling?" The call was disconnected a short time later. Was this female voice the person who may have Vanessa?
Since 1-year-old Vanessa Morales disappeared from her home in Ansonia. Police say she was kidnapped the same day her mother, Christine Holloway, was found dead. Tonight, Holloway's family speaking exclusively to News 8's LaSalle Blanks.
Vanessa's family agreeing to speak with News 8 tonight, hoping one of you watching right now can help give them the news they've waited so long to hear.
We are shattered.
Danielle Holloway speaking for a family still in pain. Danielle is Vanessa Morales' aunt. Vanessa's mother, Christine Holloway, was her sister-in-law. Christine was found bludgeoned to death in her home in Ansonia December 2nd of last year. When police got there, little Vanessa nowhere to be found. They say she was kidnapped, missing, all this time.
We're looking every single day for her. I'm sorry. And that we're not going to give up until she's home. Until she's back home with us.
Vanessa's father, Jose Morales, is the prime suspect in Christine Holloway's murder. He's been behind bars, arrested when police say they found weapons in his home in New Haven. That's against the law because Jose Morales is a convicted felon. Police say Morales has not offered up any information about Christine's murder or what happened to Vanessa.
It was a shock to all of us, to be honest. I mean, sure, I heard from family members who had witnessed Jose being physical with Chrissy, but other than that, he never indicated to any of us that there was an issue.
How hard is it to hear speculation, hear people say this happened or that may have happened when you don't know for sure?
Everyone's going to have a theory about it. I mean, we have theories about it. I'd rather people talk about it in any way, shape, or form to get that talking happening and having more people learn the case.
The legal case against Jose Morales has slowed because of the pandemic. Meanwhile, Danielle hoping by coming forward to News 8, her family can get a holiday miracle this year. Do you picture that moment when they tell you she's found?
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. I want to push myself for Vanessa to know that I did not give up. And I made sure that she was out there. It's in front of everyone's face.
There's a $10,000 reward for Vanessa's safe return, and police have said whoever returns her safely will not face charges. The most important thing to the family is that Vanessa is well and back in their arms. If you think you see a child resembling Vanessa Morales, you're asked to call the Ansonia PD or the FBI immediately. LaSalle Blanks reporting, News 8.
According to neighbors, Jose left Christine's home only about a half an hour before police did the welfare check that found her body. This was actually the second welfare check that they performed that day. Earlier in the evening, whenever they did the welfare check, their body camera footage shows Jose's car near the residence. Had they opened the door earlier that evening, they may have found Vanessa and Jose in the process of trying to clean up the crime scene. Some of Vanessa's belongings have never been found, including her favorite keyring, her blanket with multicolored polka dots, her heather gray diaper bag, and her black Graco car seat. These are the photos of the items that haven't been found. These things lead police to believe that she is still alive because he took all of the necessary items for her care with him when he left that day.
Morales arrived today. Attorney Norm Pattis was by his side. He just represented Fotis Doulos in that murder case. Pattis was called at the last second to be here for the arraignment. It is not clear yet if he is representing Jose Morales. Morales now charged with the murder of his girlfriend, Christine Holloway. She was found dead in her bathtub on December 2nd, beaten to death. Bond was set at $5 million. Morales' legal team tried to get that reduced to $2 million, but that request was denied. The charges Morales is facing are separate from the investigation into the disappearance of their one-year-old daughter, Vanessa Morales, missing for 2 months now. Morales is the prime suspect in her disappearance. Pattis and police both speaking to News 8 about that part of this story. What do you think about this case, sir?
I've read the warrant. It's deeply disturbing. Our heart goes out to everyone as the search goes on for Vanessa.
We continue to get leads every day. We won't talk about the particular content or veracity of those. We'll continue to follow any lead that we get to see if we can find baby Vanessa and bring her home.
Police releasing the arrest warrant this morning. You can read them on WTNH.com. As for Jose Morales, he will be back in court again on February 18th concerning the murder of his girlfriend, Christine Holloway. In Derby, LaSalle Blank.
I'm not going to go through the gruesome details of Jose's arrest warrant. It's 26 pages long, and they have a lot of evidence on him. I'll link it in the description of this video if you're interested in reading it. The important thing I wanted to point out is that someone noticed that a man was outside messing around with a car seat. They also remembered seeing the little girl standing on the side of the car and immediately recognized her from the Amber Alert. This is great news because we know for sure she left alive that day. The other part I want to highlight is that the owner of the apartment that Christine lived in was downstairs working in the garage. He heard quick footsteps, possibly from a toddler, on December 1st. So again, more evidence pointing to the fact that she was alive. Jose is still awaiting his trial for Christine's murder, and during all this time, he still hasn't discussed Vanessa's whereabouts. So please share this video, share her story, her mom's face, her face. Get the information out there and help to bring Vanessa home. And wherever you are, Vanessa, Merry Christmas, baby. I hope that you're safe and that somebody is loving you and showing the care and love that you need. Thank you guys again for watching. Please take the time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that we can continue to propel her case higher into the rankings and beat the YouTube algorithms. Let's share these stories that aren't getting the news coverage and help to keep their faces out there. Thank you.